One morning, Neville was being prepared to take the mixed goods to Brendam. I've never really been to Edward's Line before. I've only been past there, but never on the branch itself.
You and me both. It would be a lovely journey, and the engines will be friendly.
You think so?
I know so. Now we best get moving.
Why are you so cheerful? I'm pulling a train to Edward's branch, replied Neville. Bah! Why you engines are so cheerful over that I'll never understand. You steamies. You're all rude, overhyped and smelly, I guess. Honestly, Diesel, I thought you would have acted your age by now instead of telling us all that rubbish. Diesel was surprised. Oh, I wish I could stay, but I've got a train to take. Toodle pip. And with that, Neville chuffed happily away, leaving a stunned Diesel behind. Neville trundled down the line, whistling to engines as he passed by. Soon, Neville passed through Wellsworth and rolled down the branch line. Oh, this is lovely, he said to himself. What more could an engine want than this scenery? Morning, Neville. How are things? Fine, Edward. Excellent, actually, Neville said. Just enjoying your lovely line and got this goods to now arrange. Sounds good, smiled Edward. Wish I could stay, but I've got a cattle train to collect. But as Edward started, there was a crack, and steam bellowed from his left side. When it had cleared, his crew jumped down and inspected the problem. Your safety valve has burst. You can't run any of your trains for the day now. Oh, bother. In that case, groaned Edward, who will take the livestock vans?
Maybe we can be of assistance?
Neville's driver asked politely.
I'm sure Salty can handle our trucks here, so we'll be free. I
don't see why not. But have you handled this type of work before? Oh, yes, Neville murmured nervously. I've taken some back on BR. Then it's settled, said Edward's driver. Neville agreed half-heartedly and went to collect the vans. What Neville failed to mention was that he had a secret fear of animals. Past experiences and stories when he worked on the other railway hadn't helped, and his fear of animals remained ever since. When he arrived on Sodor with all the open countryside and farmland, he tried to hide the fear the best he could. Neville was soon coupled to the train. The big engine looked back nervously to the rustling vans as the workmen locked the vans' doors. Soon the guard's whistle blew, and Neville set off. Do come along, he said as calmly but as quickly as he could. Neville started off well. He kept a steady speed, the animals remained calm, and his crew didn't suspect anything. Neville was meant to pass through the station without stopping, but as he neared it, the signal turned red. Neville braked hard and came to a sudden stop. The front cattle truck's door came loose, and a small flock of sheep ran out onto the trackbed into their unknown surroundings. They took interest to the tender engine in front of them. Oh! Neville cried. Help! Save me! Neville's crew hurried to help the station staff round up the sheep as Neville squirmed in fright. By the time the sheep were put back into the van, Neville was in a fit of nerves, and nothing his driver or firewoman could do to comfort him.
They won't hurt you now.
Derek pulled up alongside. Oh, sorry about the hold up there, dear chap. he said. Had to stall on the points, didn't I? Anything wrong, Neville? Neville sighed and plucked up courage to speak. I have a slight fear of... animals, Neville admitted shyly. It's embarrassing, I know, but I can't help it. Derek looked and chuckled. Oh, there's no need to worry. We're all scared of something from time to time. You probably didn't know of Bill and Ben's fear of the shadows or noises at night in the clay pits. No. Or Henry's fear of lightning? No. Being afraid of animals is nothing to be ashamed of. Far from it. Tell you what, how would you like some company to Wellsworth? I was heading that way anyway. Neville asked his crew, and they agreed. Derek coupled up, and the train set off. With Derek's kind words and encouragement from his driver, Neville grew more confident. He talked about the times on the other railway, how he had an incident in the past. So there I was arranging my tanker train when some goats came out of nowhere, gave me such a fright I let off steam too much, scared them into driving me several nasty bumps on my cab side. Hurt for a few weeks afterwards. Oh dear, that sounds nasty, Derek replied. But don't worry, animals here are well trained. They wouldn't do anything of the sort. The engines were uncoupled and headed to the sidings to rest. There James took over and took the train on. Feeling better from your fear? Derek asked kindly. Neville thought and looked up. Well, I can manage it. You've really helped me calm down back there. Derek grinned. What a friend's thought. Diesel, who was shunting, pulled up nearby. Well, I've heard of your troubles today, Neville, he sneered. And you too, Derek, call yourself a diesel. Really, call yourself a diesel? Neville retorted, putting other engines down in whatever they do. Go creep about, you stinky-yard diesel, and take those nasty insults with you. Diesel spluttered with fury and rolled away with his trucks. Thank you for that, Neville. You've always treated me and Boko like that. And I guess the other diesels as well. No need to fret. What are friends for, right? Derek smiled. I guess I'll be off. Got to help Edward out, I hear. Good day, Neville. Cheerio, Derek. Soon his driver returned and they collected a brake van to head home.
So, you enjoy your day out?
She asked as they set off. Neville thought for a moment. Not only enjoyed, he smiled, but it certainly benefited for me.